What comes to mind first when you reflect on the past year of work?
I think I'm one of the last people out, really. Not your typical workday parking lot.
Looks like everyone's working from home.
Family?
I love you a million.
Please.
2, 1.
Resilience.
This is my work from home space. It also doubles as a cafeteria and a workout room.
Did learn that the chair was more for looks. I pretty much worn it out.
Peace?
Lunch dates with coworkers have turned into backyard play dates with my dog.
This is my guy right here. Say hi, Sally. He's been my my coworker, and he's been a good guy to keep me company.
Some of the co-workers I have. This is Isabella and Sydney.
I would say being proud. I am so proud of this company and how well we've transitioned to work from home.
Gratitude?
Pride.
Struggle?
Toilet paper.
What immediately comes to mind is gratitude. In a time of complete uncertainty and immeasurable unknown, I was able to keep my job and continue to work at a great company. It really made me realize what was most important in life and made me realize that you don't need much to be happy.
So yeah, it was a very strange, surreal day that I don't remember in vivid detail, but I don't think I'll ever forget either.
One of the things that struck me most was how hard everyone worked, the teamwork there was to get everyone out so we could all be safe. People crawling under desk, pulling cables and plugs, and I just will never forget how proud I was to be an Auto Owners Associate and see people working that hard to make sure everyone had what they needed to work for that time frame.
Within the span of a week, we took thousands of people, relocated them into their homes, and figured out connections, figured out how to maintain connections with our team, actual internet and phone connections.
It's like we didn't miss a beat. And that's kudos to the AO IT department.
We had some great people in our infrastructure teams working very hard, especially the communications team, to make sure that everything was working very well. And I think all things considered, it went as smoothly as it could. So I just think it ended up working out very well.
We're interviewing a candidate via WebEx. The interview's running smoothly with no technical issues or difficulties, anything like that. And all of a sudden we just hear, "Hey honey, have you seen my shoes?" And then we get interrupted by a shirtless spouse in the middle of the interview as the candidate is, elaborating on an answer. I can tell you that it worked out and the associate ended up getting the job.
My husband was home still, and he was walking through as I had a Monday morning meeting with my team. He walked through the living room with his shirt off, and everyone was like, "Hi!" Well, he tried to be not seen in his second attempt back through and was crawling shirtless on the floor. And needless to say, everyone could still see him.
I also became known around the house as Dan the Repairman. That quickly came to a halt when I was fixing our basketball hoop in the backyard, and I was climbing up the ladder to reach to the top, and the ladder became a little unstable and I fell on the ladder, and I ended up bruising some ribs and was out for a couple months. Dan the Repairman is no longer in action.
Honestly, I love working from home. I feel like I've been training for this day my entire life. I think the biggest thing that has changed my job about working remotely is I don't have a daily hour commute anymore. I'm not getting up at 4:30 in the morning anymore. Literally roll out of my bed and come sit down here.
I started my job working remotely in June. It was a little daunting to me at first because I wasn't quite sure, how I would learn remotely and learn every single thing that I have to do without someone being there to teach me. But I think auto owners and my coworkers and my managers just made it all seem very seamless. It was very easy to get to know people. They made it seem like I was just starting a job, like working in the office basically. So I look forward to meeting everyone in person.
Working remotely for my job as RVP changed it a lot. We miss everybody, we miss the interaction. That's who I am as a person, and enjoy being around people and talking to people and seeing faces. That part's been tough. All the travel involved with my position has been here in the chair for the last year, and that's a big change. I miss the people, I miss that part of my job. We'll see when that time comes to get back to that.
How has quarantine pandemic changed you? It's a pretty heavy question. It's changed me in a lot of ways. What it made me do was face insecurities and inner doubt that I had. When you're sitting at home by yourself, looking at screens all day trying to get work done, you have this voice in your head telling you maybe you're not cut out for this. But being able to face that, being able to confront it and then move past it has been something that I'm very proud of and that will take away from this experience.
I thought I had patience, but it taught me that I didn't. So that is one thing that I am working on and hopefully will master by the end of this. But I've gotten a lot better, but still a lot of ways to go.
I have to take care of me so that I can take care of our insureds and be what I can be for my team.
What do I think it'll be like returning to the office? I know it won't be the same as it was before the pandemic, but I do know that it will be very similar. We'll still have our values, and we'll still be doing the same roles or responsibilities we've had, and with the same goal. And that goal is to help put people's lives back together, which is why we're in this industry.
I think it'll be like starting a brand new job with a whole lot of old friends.